everyone. We're so glad you're here today. We are going to talk with my good friend Erin Cobb. She is going to answer one of my hardest questions that I have a feeling lots of people are struggling with right now too. Erin is an amazing photographer. Thank you for coming, Erin.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, great. We are thinking about our family Christmas pictures. Dun dun dun.
I know.
Okay. And I thought I would get Erin's expertise on what do we wear? Goodness gracious.
Yes, that is the number one question.
Okay.
The number one question.
Okay, so with the number one question,
I
what is
love
your
this.
number one tip?
I'll give you my my three tips.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. We'll take all of them.
Okay, so everyone asks this for every photo session, whether it's for your Christmas pictures or your spring pictures. It's always the thing, and particularly when it's the family.
Right.
It can be easy to dress our kids because they're cute. We love them. They look great in anything. You add in a family.
I used to be a matcher. I have grown up from identical children, but man, I love to match.
Yes. You add in the family and you start freaking out. Like there's all these other issues. Maybe somebody isn't thrilled to be there. I'm not going to say who that might be, but maybe somebody isn't thrilled to be there. Maybe mom isn't thrilled with how she looks. Sometimes dad's not thrilled with how he looks, but he won't say it.
Right.
Mom will say it. So here are the three things I tell my families. The first one is, and this is the most important, that you dress the most difficult person first.
Ooh, that is a great tip.
So
I always thought it would be like dress, because I have 2 boys and a girl, and so I always dress my daughter first.
You do not.
What if I'm the most difficult person?
Well, it's usually mom. It is usually
okay,
mom.
good.
So I say you find the outfit for the most difficult person first.
Okay.
The person who's the most picky, the most critical of themselves.
Moms.
It's typically the moms.
Okay, good.
But that's like anti or opposite of what we usually do, which is find something really cute for our kids, get really excited about it, and then just find something we have that matches. And then we end up feeling like, I really don't like that, or it's too short, or the pants don't fit me, but it matches my kids.
Right.
Well, you're not going to love that picture, because if we don't love how we look, forget it. Like, the kids are going to look cute regardless. So you dress the most difficult person first. And sometimes it's dad, and sometimes it's a particular child, but usually it's mom.
How do you tell the dad that he's the most difficult?
You don't have to tell him that. You don't have to tell him that.
Okay,
But
good.
if it is dad, then you just ask him, like, we're having our pictures taken this weekend or next month. What would you love to wear?
Right.
And see what he shows you. Now, if it's within the realm of possibility, try to go with it. If not, make some suggestions, this or this.
Okay. Good tips.
But a lot of times it's mom.
Yeah.
So find something that you're comfortable in, that you think you look good in.
Right.
And then build the other outfits around that, which brings me to number 2.
Okay.
So number 2 is that you want to pull together everyone's outfit as if you were wearing it all on one body.
So you're saying not matchety, matchety, matchety.
You would not wear the same color from
Look,
head
I've
to
been
toe.
guilty. I've moved on. I've grown. But let's just say
There's a time and a place for everything.
there's a time and a place.
So if you once did the everybody matches thing,
Yes.
that's okay.
Yeah, thank you, Erin.
Just accept
I needed that.
and move on.
Okay, I needed to get past.
You're gonna pull the outfits together and you're gonna lay them all out and you're gonna think, if I put all of this on one person, would it work? Now it might be a little busy, but would it work?
Right.
So we're not gonna do the same color from head to toe. We're gonna mix in patterns and accessories for interest, but if you put them all together, it works as an outfit.
I love that idea. Okay.
So it's usually 2 main colors and then maybe a third for just a little pop. And then you have some patterns in there, but not too much pattern. And I think that the best place for the pattern is on the kids.
What do you have any rules as far as stripes or checks or patterns?
I don't. Some photographers do. I would say if it's something that is really trendy, if it is a pattern that is really now,
It's a big, huge gingham that's in right
might not be
Right.
for your pictures, only because, well, it might be for your pictures. It might be great for your pictures if your purpose for your picture is a really great Christmas card this year.
Right.
But if you would like to get a really great Christmas card this year and something that I'd love to put on my wall and leave up for years and years.
Right, which hopefully is the goal for everybody, I would think.
Right.
Right.
Everybody's always looking for that picture where you're like, this is the one I
Right.
want my purpose. So if that's also kind of your secondary goal, don't do something that's super trendy, because it looks great right now, and next year you're going to be like, oh, and then the next year you're going to be,
It's going to be the teased bangs.
yes, before
Right.
you know
We
it,
don't want
you're like the 1970s sweater
Yes.
vest Argyle socks, and
Awesome.
and your kids are coming
What's
over
wrong with
going,
that?
why did you put us in that? So the
But
longer
Laura, they kind of do use for Throwback Thursday on Facebook.
this is true. I mean,
We've
everybody,
got to get some embarrassing shots in there.
everybody needs something to talk to
Right.
a therapist about.
Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, and what's your third?
Okay, so number 3, and this goes to what your secondary purpose is. If your
Okay.
secondary purpose is I want a portrait of my family that I can put on my wall,
Right.
then think about the colors you use in your home.
Okay, that's good. Oh my gosh, I've never thought about that.
Because you
Perfect.
may love pinks and purples and turquoises, and you may think that you
Right.
guys look banging in that. But you look at your house and you're like, really, I'm a neutral person. Like, I have all neutrals. So are you going to have this portrait over your fireplace
Right.
that completely doesn't go with your decor?
Oh my gosh, that is such a great idea. I've never thought about it
So-
that way.
That's really something to keep in mind because you want them to, now again, you don't want to go matchy-matchy with everything, but
Right.
you want it to gel. You want it to work. So
Okay.
just think about that. And if you think about how you decorate in your home and the colors that you use, those are the things that you tend to love anyway.
Right.
So think within those colors.
That is such a great idea.
I actually pulled a few things together just
Oh,
from your store.
Can't wait.
Just in like the 90 seconds, kind of pulled around and looked at some options.
I love your trained eye. It's a thing I'm excited about.
So I focused in right away on these 2 sweet little dresses for the little girls.
Yes.
And we did patterns for the kids because pattern, I think, just works best on children.
Right.
Imagine this as mom size, and all of a sudden, this pattern is taking over your photograph. But as little bitty size, it's perfect. And then we'll put some more neutral things on the adults.
And also, don't you think not so flattering for a mom size as
Not
as big?
flattering for a mom size.
Okay, great.
Not
So making sure I'm on the right page.
I think that moms think, oh, I'm going to hide behind something that's really busy and really.
Right.
That's not all. It's drawing attention
Okay.
to you more than anything. So, and then I just pulled together kind of a couple options for moms. I think that
Very
this works
cute.
super well. Those, the little yellow right there is leggings that I pulled, but you know, you could also, you could use the same sort of thing. Pretend this is a yellow scarf.
Right. Exactly.
Don't use this as a scarf. But you know, the same sort of idea. That totally works.
What was that movie
With a little
where
bit.
Robin Williams is like, it's a scarf?
I mean, improvise if you have to, but so
If you have
that's
to.
an option. And then I also went through and found just, you know, super neutral. I think
Adorable.
scarves are great on moms.
Absolutely.
And you can tie them so many different ways, and you can even ask your photographer what works best. And then even down to like your little accessories.
Super cute.
I pulled this from over there at Nomads. I love these. I think these
Oh,
are
yeah.
super, super sweet. And
They
just,
go perfectly with this scarf as well.
add that little-
add
right.
that and to that.
just another way to pull in the colors. So, and then for Dad, I mean, just a neutral sweater, maybe
Right.
a little collar that peeks out underneath. You can do blue jeans, you can do khakis, but I mean, just beautiful.
Adorable. I love the shape of this. Okay, and talk to me about poses because that really depends
Yeah.
from photographer to photographer.
Yes.
Obviously, for situations, for families.
Right.
I joked with you earlier and said my real hard-hitting question is going to be, does the camera really make you gain 10 pounds?
Yes.
And
So my
the
answer is in the wrong, and when the camera is in the wrong hands, it
Right.
absolutely can make you gain 10 pounds or more. But when the camera's in
Or
the
more
right
scares me. Or more scares me.
when the camera's in the right hands,
Okay.
it can actually take off 10 or 20 pounds. And it's all about, like you said, the way you pose your body. And so taking your family to a professional who knows how to do that is really
And let me
important.
give away one of your secrets that you told
Yes,
me
yes.
when we were taking different
Yes.
pictures. This is my favorite secret. Anything you don't want to accentuate, push away from the camera.
Yes,
Am I
that's
saying
right.
that right?
That's exactly right.
Okay, we were just taking friend pictures.
Which is why I keep leaning in this way, because I'm going to tuck all this back.
Okay, I need to do
I would
that.
never sit in a chair back on a camera.
Okay, well then I've clearly added in. Really, I'm really very thin. It's all of my angles. Sorry, what were you saying here?
There you go.
Perfect. Okay, great. Go ahead. What else were you saying?
So anything that you want, anything that is closer to the camera is going to look larger, and anything that's further
Oh
away
my
from
gosh,
the camera
I love that tip.
is going to look smaller. So I tell my moms, and when they come to be photographed, this is the rule from now until forever.
Right.
You put your weight on your back foot,
Okay.
and then you point your front foot toward the camera, but there's no weight on it. So everything automatically is shifting back.
Okay.
And
So
then
now
you
I'm going to
just-
be sitting differently. Thanks
It's
a lot.
exactly-
Why didn't you tell me this at the beginning of the video?
You didn't ask me at the beginning.
Okay. So now we're all sitting like this.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
We're all just kind of
Okay.
moving in, and also kind of keeping our arms away from our body.
So we don't have the
Well,
dreaded
you're making yourself larger, or you're making yourself thicker.
our
when you're-
wing fat.
So we're putting an arm around a child.
We're not hitting a chicken wing.
We're not hitting a chicken wing, but we're finding a
I
natural
am
way
hitting
to
a boot.
put an arm. You know, we're putting an arm around a child. These are all things that a
Getting near a
professional will help
tree.
you with.
Getting near a tree.
You're getting near a tree. You're up. You're leaning. But yes, and so it is true that
back,
camera
Erin.
can help you or hurt you.
Okay, that's a very good tip. So sorry, now I'm going to be doing this from the end of time. Till the end of time, till forever. Is that what you said? Okay. Thank you so much.
You are
I
welcome.
love your tips. I know everybody else does as too, as we are looking forward to this potentially scary time of year for families and moms and friends, you know, trying to get it all together.
Right.
It's just always helpful to have a goal. So thank you,
You
for
are
giving us
so
your
welcome.
tips. I appreciate
You're
it.
so welcome. And I'm just going to say the last thing is, most importantly, once you pull it all together, just be relaxed and comfortable with it and go,
Okay.
because the way you feel about it will show
Right.
in your photographs. So
Right. I can
just
see
make
that,
it,
yeah.
enjoy yourself, let the stress go because you've done all the work, and then just enjoy the time with your family. I know that sounds easier said than done, but
Yeah.
I promise you, we
Okay.
have fun. We have fun.
Okay, well that's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Erin Cobb, you're amazing. I love you, friend. Thank you. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.